ladybugs. How are we doing? I thought I'd start off tonight with showing you guys the Squishmallows. So we got this one. Its name is Gavin, and it's a bunny pig type thing. These came out around Easter time. I found these. And then we got this one, kind of cute, Sybil. Very cute. And then we got this little dog, and his name is, or her name is, Galena. So, that's what they look like. Anyway, on to bigger and better things. Oops, knocked my water over. Okay, today we're going to dress Ireland. So I hadn't done videos for a couple of days because I have my best friend who's like a sister to me, so I call her my sister, Ashley Stormfire, and she comes over once a month, and she stays for 3 days because it's a long bus ride from her house to my house. So she was here, and we hung out, and we play with our babies, and we watch movies and all that kind of stuff. And so I didn't make any videos while she was here. We also went to see Lilo and Stitch, the live action version, and it was so cute. I'm not a crier. I don't cry at movies, but I actually cried during that movie. So it was super cute. If you guys haven't seen it, I recommend it. It was very cute. And there's Ireland. She is the Bonnie by Linda Murray. I have had her now probably 4 years, I think. So, yeah. I've had her a long time. This is what she was wearing. Isn't that cute? It's one of my vintage outfits. And we are going to do something getting ready for 4th of July. Isn't that adorable? Hold on, I got to get this plastic thingy off. These things are such a pain. There we go. So, how has everybody's weekend been in the start of this week? I hope it's been good. I hope everybody's having a good time. You guys will have to tell me in the chat what groups you like on Facebook, because I run several groups on Facebook. I admin, like, I don't know, 10 or 11 groups, I think. A lot of groups. I admin the Safe Trades Reborn group and For the Love of Babies. Reborns Around the World. Oh, I didn't even see that. Look, it comes with little barrettes. Isn't that cute? I admin Authentic Reborn Trades. So I admin quite a few of the Reborn groups. I might need scissors to undo these barrettes. I think I will need scissors for that. So I'm going to grab a pair of scissors real quick. So I have a lot to do with the Facebook, with the online community on Facebook. I am on TikTok, and I do have some friends on TikTok, but I haven't done a lot on TikTok, so yeah. And I have Instagram. My Instagram is connected to my Facebook, so let me know if you guys would like to know who I am on Facebook, and then we can meet up that way too. All right, we got I didn't even see those little barrettes, but they are so cute, little red hearts, so adorable. All right, Miss Ireland. Her name isn't Ireland like the country. It's Ireland. It's Irelynne. Move those out of the way. I think this is so cute, this little skirt with the stars on it. And it's got stars on the shirt too. So what do you guys like? If you guys are in school, you're probably out of school by now. Or maybe not by now. It's still early June. It's possible you're still in school. Depends on where you are. I know here in Oregon, school doesn't end until like usually around somewhere between the 15th and the 23rd. is when our school ends, but we don't start until the week after Labor Day. They always start the Tuesday after Labor Day. So I know a lot of schools start in August, so they probably get out earlier than we do, but we start later. And I like that because I think they get more of the summer weather, you know, because Oregon is so rainy and cold usually in the spring. Although we do have some springs that are nice, most of them are rainy and cold. It wouldn't really do any good for them to be out of school in May, because in May it's still pretty wintry weather here. I mean, it's not snowing or anything, but it's cold and wet. Our summer really doesn't, we don't really get a spring at all, and our summer doesn't start until literally the last week of June. Usually July 1st or the last day of June is our nice weather, and then it stays that way throughout the summer. And then we usually have a fairly nice September, but somewhere around the third week of September, the rain starts, and it doesn't stop again until the end of June. Although this year, we've had an unusually dry spring. And so we've had quite a few nice days that we normally wouldn't get. So that's been really nice to have a nice spring that we can enjoy being outside. In fact, today was really cold and rainy. It was like sweatpants weather today. But tomorrow and the rest of the week is supposed to be really nice. And I think Sunday it's supposed to hit 94. And that'll be the nicest that we've seen this year. So. Yeah, but it's been a fairly nice spring this year. We've had quite a lot of nice days that we normally don't get. And then I always get the sprayer on that bottle is very wide, and I always get spray on the babies and I have to wipe them down, so I keep paper towels back here to wipe them down with. Alrighty. We're gonna not do pigtails on her, and we're just gonna put the barrettes in to hold her hair up. So what has everybody been up to? I made dog food last weekend, and oh my gosh, it is so much work. It's like I did 7 hours on Saturday and 8 hours on Sunday, and finally finished Sunday evening, and I was in so much pain and so tired. You know, I have mobility issues anyway from my Ehlers-Danlos, and so it's really hard when I have to do something like that. So I'm still recovering. There we go. Oh, that looks cute. I told you guys we have 7 dogs, and we allow our dogs to free feed dry food all the time. I've always free fed all my dogs dry food, and then we give them wet food at night, and the wet food is what's homemade. It's all human grade. The only part of it that might not be appeasing to a human would be the fact that we grind up the eggshells and we put the eggshells in the food, because it's really a good source of calcium for the dogs. So it might be a little gritty to a person, but all in all, it is human food. So it's pretty healthy. Plus, they also eat a little bit of everything I eat because I share with them. So that's kind of nice too. I'm trying to make the barrettes even. That looks a little better. Let's see. I love this little girl. She's so sweet. I got her from a friend, and I loved her when my friend had her, and then she decided she wanted to sell her one day years ago, and I just fell absolutely head over heels in love with her. Oh, and I have news for you guys. I'm getting a Susu. I have been looking for a Susu and a Vincente for years, and they're so hard to find. So I finally have found a Susu that I'm going to get, and I'm so excited. I can't wait to get her. She's not perfect, but that's okay. I don't mind a few little paint rubs. I can fix it. So I'm super excited. She won't come probably till next month, but I'm super excited to get her. I've been looking for a Susu for a long time. Susu, and then the other one I want to find, oh, there's a couple. There's Vincente, who I've been looking for a long time. I would love a redheaded Vincente that looks similar to the prototype. And then Devi is another one I really want to get. I want to get a Cami, but not as bad as Devi. And then the other one I want to get is another Maggie. I have one Maggie, but I would love another Maggie. So those are the babies. Actually, I have two Maggies, but I'd still love another Maggie. I love Maggie. Look how cute she looks. These sandals are the perfect addition. This is almost like a swimsuit material, the skirt, and then the top is just a regular tank top. But isn't that adorable? Doesn't she look cute? I love this outfit, and I thought it would look so cute with her red hair. Yeah, it kind of looks a little weird with her white body underneath instead of a flesh-colored body, but I don't mind. I still think she's adorable. Does it have a bow on it? It does. How cute. Look, it has a little bow. Pull her skirt down a little bit so we can see the bow. There we go. Isn't she adorable? I'm thinking about doing a collab video with Ashley Stormfire. And I'd like to do a collab video with some of you guys if any of you have Reborn channels. So make sure you put it in the comments below if you have a Reborn channel. Not only so I can subscribe, but so we possibly can discuss a collab video. Because I'd love to do collabs and, you know, get to know my audience a little more. So yeah, that would be fun. So there's Ireland. Doesn't she look precious? She is so cute. I like her little side look. She's kind of looking off to the side. I think that's so cute. All right, Ireland, I'm going to stick you over here for a minute, baby. I got to take pictures of them when I finish with the video, but I'll just put her to the side for right now. Okay, who's next? Let's see. We're going to do, let's do Hayden. Come here, Clarabelle. I have another outfit here that actually has 4 pieces to it. It's got this shirt, and then it has a pair of green shorts and these purple plaid shorts. So it's kind of a mix and match set, which I think is super cute. So we're going to dress somebody else. What did I do with those scissors? I just had them. They're there. So what do you guys like to do with your babies? Do you guys take them out? I'm really wanting to do some outing videos, but I'm a little anxious about taking my babies out. So I'm working on that, though. I'm working on my anxiety. I had a really bad experience at a Joann's Fabrics. Like, it will be 4 years this summer. And, you know, I was always really social and sort of a... like a social butterfly. I was always out and about. I never had any social anxiety. And then after that incident, I got a lot of social anxiety, and I've really had trouble recovering from it. So it's been kind of hard, but I'm trying to work through it. They put like 1,000 of these little plastic things on here. I hope you guys know that you guys are amazing. You're such good ladies and gentlemen, and I just love, love, love doing this channel. I love making Reborn content. I love bringing awareness to the Reborn community and sort of reaching out to people. So I hope you guys feel the same way, because I absolutely love it. I really do enjoy it. I thought when I first talked about doing videos that I would be anxious or that I would have some issues, but I really don't. I actually enjoy it quite a bit. I love making the content. I love making videos. I love feeling like I'm connecting with you guys. And I hope you guys feel the same way, because it's really been an amazing experience so far. I've only been doing this channel for 2 months, but I am really enjoying it so far. So this is one of the shirts, and then there's this one. That's the front, I think. Yeah, that's the front. It's got some scrunching, and then it's got these little green shorts and these purple shorts. So that's the 4 pieces that came. And then I also got these bows. The pink ones are in somebody's hair. Who did, oh, I put them in Cassidy Joy's. Cassidy Joy has the pink ones on, but it's white, and then there was pink, and then these blue ones, and then purple with the little pearls on them. They're so pretty. And then I got these, which I just fell in love with. They have little iridescent flowers on them. They're so pretty. And then they have a flower in the center. So pretty. And then I got these. I already have a bunch like this, but, and then I got these shoes that I'm just in love with. I got two sizes. I got a toddler size and a baby size. I am in love with these shoes. I think they're so cute. I really do like them. I like a lot of things with small flowers on them. I don't like things with a lot of big flowers, but I love these. Kind of look, they kind of remind me of like vintage type stuff, and I love anything that looks vintage. So I have to find an outfit that will match these. I'm sure I have plenty. Actually, I have a dress that I think would go perfect with these, but I have plenty of blue stuff that could go with these shoes. So the sizes I got was a size 1 for the little babies, because a 1 was the smallest they had. And then I got a size 4 for my toddlers. I would have gotten a couple size 4s, but they only had 1. So I might go back next month if they have more and get some more size 4s, because I would love to have matching shoes for my toddlers. But I don't have a ton of outfits that would match this, but I do have some. I'm really psychotic about my babies matching. You know, I like them to look good. So anyway, I feel like I'm coming down with something, or it's just allergies. My throat's a little sore and my voice is a little bit raspy. But look how cute these are. Aren't they adorable? I love them. I think they're so cute. So I got those, and I got the couple outfits, and I got one boy's outfit, but it's in the boys' nursery, so I don't have it in here to show you. It's a yellow shirt with little sailboats on it, and then it has greenish, like mint green and white striped shorts. It's very cute. Come here, Hayden. Let's do you, chickie. So this is Hayden, and she's the Louisa sculpt. I think she's by Jenny DeLange, but I'm not 100% on that. So don't quote me on that. But this is Hayden, and she is the twin to Aniston and Kennedy. Well, I guess the triplet then, yeah. She's been wearing this outfit for like a month, so we'll change her. Get her in something different. Oops, she lost her bracelet. See, that's okay, Mom. It goes right back on, huh? Huh, Hayden. And she's a Nancy Wheeler baby. So pretty. You guys will have to tell me. Let's do a roll call. Where are you from? Tell me where you're from and how many babies you have, because I would love to learn more about you guys. I noticed that as much as I ask questions and stuff, you guys don't really comment, which kind of is a little bit disappointing, just because I really do want to get to know more about you guys, and who you are, where you live, that kind of thing, what your favorite sculpts are, you know, those kinds of things. So I would love to get to know more about you guys, but you have to comment, because, you know, that's the only way I can learn about you. So please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share the video so we can bring, again, my usual spiel. We're trying to bring awareness and recognition to the Reborn community. And we can only do that if we work together. So please like, comment, subscribe, and share so we can get it out there. I really hope that someday we can get to the point where insurance companies will pay for Reborns because of the therapeutic value, but we have to be able to prove the therapeutic value and really get the word out so that more people get into them. That's the only way we're gonna ever get to a step like that. And it might not happen, but it might. People thought insurances would never pay for animal therapy, and now they pay for some. Some insurances do, not all of them. So I would love to get to that point with Reborns, but we'll see. All I can do is hope. I had these little bun holder thingies in her hair, these things. Those little things you make buns with. And I thought it was so cute, the little bun holders. Her hair looked so adorable. Oh, she's got a couple of bobby pins in this one. Let's undo this. Here we go. And then we have to take this off. I got a set of these bun holders, and I got 3 different sizes. These are the small, and then the mediums are a little bit bigger, and then there's a large size for like a back bun. Yeah. She has really pretty hair. She has the similar hair to Aniston and Kennedy and Berkeley, and there's another one I can't think. Oh, Aspen is the other one. And all 4 of them look so similar because they're all Nancy Wheeler babies, so they're all really kind of light painted. And then they have the same blonde hair. And then Solea is also a Nancy Wheeler baby, but she has darker hair, so she doesn't look as much like these guys, as they all look like each other. Now we'll get Hayden's hair sprayed. The other ones are, let's see, Aniston is the Ella May. Aspen is the Lily Beth. Berkeley is the Leontine, and Solea is Sally by Regina Swalakowski or Swalowski. I'm not sure exactly how to say her name. I don't know what the dogs are barking at upstairs, but someone's up there with them, so I don't need to respond. I can hear them very faintly through the floor. Barking at something. I don't know what. So this is my little Hayden. Trying to get all her bangs down without any regular hair. Not sure what I'm going to do with her hair today. Maybe a updo, maybe a ponytail. We'll see. Right now, I'm just going to get her hair wet because it makes it easier to style it. Do you guys have pets? I know I've asked you that before, but I just don't get a lot of responses in the comments, so I'm trying to ask again so I can get the information. I love animals, and I would love to hear about your animals. Yeah. I gifted another baby this last week, and it was so nice. The lady like teared up. It was so sweet. I just was so happy that I was able to do that. I want to start gifting here on YouTube, but I really have to like have enough people to do a giveaway. You know what I mean? So the more you guys can like, comment, subscribe, and share, the more subscribers we can get, and the faster we can do a giveaway. Because I'm going to do a giveaway when I reach 1,000, 10,000, you know, and so forth and so on. Every milestone, I'm going to do a giveaway. I think I'm going to do ponytails on her because I think that, well, maybe I should do like an up bun because I want to use that. I only have one of these purple bows, and I would love to use this on her. This one here. And I only have one of them. I always try to get 2 of all the bows so that I have a match, but they didn't have a second set, so I could only get one. And I got all her bangs caught up in here. Let's see. And I want to leave a little piece of hair down, I think. Let me just do a little updo on her. And then we'll pull out a piece of hair for the sides. Also on my Facebook, I share lots of hairdos because I really enjoy doing their hair, and I want to try different styles. Some of the styles are a little difficult for me just because I had a stroke in 2018, and so my left side isn't as good as my right. So like my fine motor skills are not real good. And so some of the styles that I've tried have not been a success because they're just a little too complicated for my left hand to be able to function and do. But that's okay because I still managed, I think, to make them look pretty. Do we have equal amounts of hair down? I think so. Yep. Well, a little less on this side maybe. There we go. All right, now we'll do a ponytail, a high ponytail on her. Where's all the, there they are, all the ponytail holders. We'll do a high ponytail on her. I'm not sure if I want to do a bun or I just want to do the high ponytail. What do you guys think? A bun or a high ponytail? I think that bow would look really pretty with a bun, especially with the pieces hanging down. So I think I'll do a bun because I want to curl these and get them really pretty. So it's, I don't know where at the moment, I don't know where I put the big bun. So we'll just, but she's a little girl, so we'll just do a small bun on her. Now, as far as I know, you just spread this out and then put another ponytail holder over it like this to hold the hair in place. You just make sure that it's all covered, and then you take the pieces down the back and you're supposed to like, I think you're supposed to like curl them around, like do a braid or something, and then, or twist them and then curl them around the bun like this and then attach them. But I think I'm just going to leave them hanging down the back because I think that looks kind of pretty with the hair cast. It's not real long because it's in this bun. I think I'm going to try to do this bun a second time over because I don't want to break the elastic, but I do want it to be tighter. So I'm going to try to, aha, I got it without breaking the elastic. That's cool. And then we'll tighten that bun up. Yeah, I think I kind of like that. See, look, it's got the little hair hanging down the back. I think that looks really pretty. I think when her hair dries, that's going to be really beautiful. Oops, I got this piece here. I'll put that piece up with a bobby pin. I missed a piece. I'll stick the bobby pin right here into the bun so it's not visible. There we go. What do you guys think about that? How does that look? And then we got these here. Oops, I need the comb for that. Do you guys like doing your baby's hair? Huh? Do you like to do their hair? I think I'll just, and then I'll have to get the curler to do it. But that looks, I think, what do you guys think? You're at the front, I'm not. Does that look pretty? Or I could do these in two little braids, just two tiny little braids, and then I could cross them over the top of her head and bring them down around the bun. That could be pretty. Well, maybe we'll try that. We'll see. Let me see what she looks like from the front. Yeah, I think those are just a little too long to be the little hangy downies. So I think that's what we'll do. I think we'll do a little braid. So we'll pull a little more out if we, I don't know if we can. It might be a little late for that. No, I can do it. Okay, there we go. Hold on, let's wrap this around here. No, that one has enough. Okay, so let's try that. Let's try to do that. So we'll get the hair here. We'll put them in a braid. Do you guys like to do different hairstyles on your babies? Do you like to leave their hair down? What do you guys like to do with your baby's hair? I really like to try different styles, especially really pretty styles. I like to try different things with their hair. And sometimes it looks good and sometimes it doesn't, but I like to try anyway. See, I think this braid would look a lot better if it was, if I had left more hair down. So I think maybe I'll do that next time. Yeah, I think I'll redo that. So what's the weather like where you guys are? Do you guys like to swim? Do you go camping? What are your other hobbies besides reborns? I would love to hear about that. We usually go camping, but unfortunately, this summer we've had some issues, and because of the issues, we cannot go camping this year. So we're not going to go. But I'm kind of bummed because it's like my time to reset. I really, really love it. I find it incredibly, we don't do like campsite camping. We do, what they call isolated camping. So like in the state of Oregon, you can camp at any of the state parks, and as long as you're not in a campground, for 2 weeks for free, which makes camping a lot more feasible because a lot of the campground prices are really expensive. And so it kind of makes it prohibitive for a lot of people. Hold on, I think I just redid that. And so we do the isolated camping because then we don't need to pay for a campground. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys have ever heard of that. I think it's a federal law. I think all state parks, you can camp in the state parks for as long as you're not in an established campground. But you can camp in state parks for up to 2 weeks without paying anything. I mean, obviously you have to pay for whatever you need while you're camping, but you don't need to pay anything as long as you're not in an established campground. So like in Oregon, in the place that we go, which is Oak Ridge, Oregon. Where did my comb just go to? They actually have isolated campsites around the river in Oak Ridge, and we just find places that they're like established campsites. Some of them have picnic tables, but they don't have a bathroom or a shower, so we have like a camp toilet and those kind of things. But I don't know if that's the case for like the whole country, but I'm pretty sure you can camp in any state park for up to 2 weeks without paying anything. I think that's the case. And I love going camping. I'm really bummed that we can't go this year because it is so relaxing. It is literally like my reset button. I get away from social media. Not that I, don't love making videos. I do. But it's like getting away from the whole world, It's just, I love it. I think it's the greatest thing ever. Honestly, I absolutely love going camping. And I'm really bummed that we're not going to be able to go this year. But I am talking on Facebook about planning a Reborn camping trip for next year. So next June, the end of the last week of June, I am planning on trying to organize some kind of camping trip to meet up with people who want to do that and bring a Reborn or two. And it won't be we usually camp for like 2 or 3 weeks. It won't be that long, obviously. I might stay that long, but the actual Reborn camping trip would just be, people could come and stay for as long or as little as they'd like. So I think that would be so much fun to get all of us together and just have fun in the woods. Make sure these are even. They look like they're even. I think that would be a blast. So I'm really excited to plan something for next year, but I am kind of bummed that we're not going this year because, like I said, it's very relaxing and it is my reset button. I feel like I come back from camping and I'm absolutely just recharged. You would think because it's more physical work that I would actually feel less refreshed, but I actually don't. I love it. It is so relaxing. I get up first thing in the morning, I get up and the first thing I do, usually while anybody who's camping with me is still asleep, is I pull out my Bible and I sit by the fire in the early morning air, and it's really nice and sunny during the day, but it's really cold at night there. So when you get up in the morning, the air is crisp and cool, and I just start a fire for breakfast, and I just sit there with my Bible and my notebook, and I kind of do a Bible study just out in nature, and it is so relaxing. I just love it so much. You don't even know. It is incredibly relaxing. It's just perfect. I would rather do that than anything. I'd rather do that than like go on a cruise or go somewhere on vacation. I would much rather go camping. I just absolutely love it. It is so relaxing, and you can get the internet in the town of Oak Ridge, but out at the campsites you don't get any service. So it is like getting away from the world. You don't have to think about bills. You don't have to think about any stress with anybody. You know, you just go out there and enjoy. They have a gorgeous, absolutely enormous lake. And we take the paddle boards and we go out on the paddle boards and we just enjoy the water. It is absolutely stunning and perfect. We camp right next to a river. We do all our cooking over the fire. Every night we have s'mores. Like I said, every morning I get up in the quiet of the morning, I do my Bible study. And at night we take board games and cards and we play games. We just basically do anything but electronics, and you can nap whenever you want. It's pretty much just free, you know, freedom that we don't get in real life. And it's amazing. I love it so much. Um, so I'm really sorry, because we were actually going to be leaving here at the end of the month to go on our camping trip, but unfortunately it's not going to happen this year. But that's okay, because I'm planning to do this Reborn get-together, this Reborn meetup camping trip for next year, and I think that's going to be a blast. I'm going to block out 2 weeks when I'm going to go camping, and then I will get in touch with everybody beforehand and plan to meet people in town on certain days so that people can come for whatever days work for them. So I thought that would be loads of fun. And then, you know, hopefully a few people will come and we can make new friends and we can meet up. I think it's just going to be a blast. Like I said, we don't, you know, we have a couple paddle boards, we have a kayak. We don't have jet skis or anything fancy like that, but the paddle boards are so much fun. And if there's more people than we have paddle boards, then we can just take turns, you know. I think it's gonna be a blast. And I hope that anybody who's listening would be able to come, because I think that's going to be so much fun. Just amazing. And you get to meet other people, you know, not just me and my daughter who goes with me. But you'll get to meet other people, and I think it's going to be so fun, for real. I know Ashley Stormfire is going to go, and I think my other friend Ray Leah is planning on going, although I don't know for sure. And then I know there's a couple other people from Oregon and California who have said that they want to join in. So it'll be at least a few people, and I think it'll be so fun. Imagine at night under the stars, and literally like there's a million stars out there, because this town that it's near only has 3,000 people, and it's pretty far away from any major towns. It's like 35 minutes from Eugene, Oregon. That's the biggest town that's nearby. The rest of them are really dinky little towns, so there's not a lot of like artificial light. So you get the most amazing view of the sky. You get to see the stars, and there's this one mountain that you can drive up at night, and when you get to the top, it's a clearing, so like there's no trees in the way, and it literally looks like you're standing in heaven. It is amazing. You can see a million stars, and they're so close, it seems like you can reach out and touch them. I just can't tell you how amazing it is. It is beyond amazing. So now that I got the little braids done, I think I'm going to curl this around the front and put a bobby pin in. I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, that looks so cute with the little braids crisscrossing. Well, they don't really crisscross. They just kind of go to the back. But it's super cute anyway, so. So if you guys would like to do something like that, say so in the comments, and I'll try to connect with you, because I think it's going to be so much fun. All right, there's her hair. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I brought the two little braids up to meet at the bun, and it is so cute. What do you guys think? Does it look cute? I think she looks adorable, but I'm a little biased, you know. I'm mom, huh? I'm mom, so I'm a little biased. So I'm going to let you guys go. But thank you for joining me for this video. You guys have no idea how much it means to me. I really do appreciate everybody who watches and everybody who comments and everything. And you guys rock. Where's my fingers? There they are. So peace, ladybugs. I love you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.